Guys are good.
Okay. Welcome to the November 2020 Park and Recreation Board meeting. I'm going to turn it over to the chairman to do the roll call and the welcome.
Okay, roll call, please. Who's missing?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody's missing. We're all here.
Nobody's
We
here.
have 5 active members. We have 3 vacancies.
2.
Wait, 2?
Two vacancies.
No, we have 8 people, don't we?
No, 7. Be 7.
Oh, that's right. We removed the one, I forget how many years ago.
Yeah, it was before my time. Yeah. Yeah, we have
I was
7.
going to
Who's
say
actually
Brian's
back
the
when we
8th
had-
person.
We had school board members at the time.
Oh, right.
Supposed
Yeah.
to be anyway.
Right. Okay. Everybody's here. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to move on to the memorial bench request application? I know we have somebody here to speak about it.
Yeah, we can go right to that, so they're not sitting here listening to us
Okay.
yak back and forth.
I think Dave's coming in now.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, this is Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, good evening. I put my application in to get a park bench put down in Falls Township Park for my wife about a week and a half ago.
Mhm.
I don't know if you looked at it yet or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have it before us
Rosemary Weatherington.
now. Mhm.
Yes, we have it.
Yes, I would like to have one installed if possible.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when it will go in. What we will do is we will make the formal recommendation in the form of a motion to the supervisors who will, in all likelihood, approve it. And then it'll go into the queue for Public Works to be able to address it when they're able.
Okay, and then you get back to me?
Hey, Dave, this is Brian, the Parks Director. It's usually a 6 to 8 week timeline
Okay,
to order the bench and get the plaque done. It's in that realm. And then we have to, like Ralph said, we have to schedule with Public Works when it comes in to get it put in.
I gave you some pictures there where I thought I would like to have it because we used to sit there in the car. But my
Mhm.
wife wasn't able to get out of the car, you know?
Okay.
Did everybody get a chance to look at those options?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're primarily looking at just across the bridge into phase 2 near where the walkway meets the road.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, I have no problem with
So
that.
that's generally, he gave us 3 options and they're generally in that area. The first one, yeah, two of the 3 are right in that grass swath closer to the parking area.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, second option is on the other side of the path where the lake is.
Well, I would like to be where people could see it when they walked on a walk, you know, because she never went down that way. We never could walk down towards the lake, you know?
Right.
is there a problem with
Okay.
putting it at his first choice?
I do have a concern that it's too close to that parking area where cars park sometimes. That just concerns me from a safety standpoint. You know, we do have parking blocks there. I'm a little more comfortable with the second option across the path where the scarecrows actually are right now. That's just thinking from me. I'd be a little concerned. And sometimes we do use that for overflow parking. Not often. We've done it for touch a truck, stuff like that. But I do worry about cars kind of being a little too close on that side of the path. But the other side, I think, would be great. That's my take on it. If he'd be okay with it.
That would be like where the scarecrows are now, where the,
Yeah, right across the path.
how about, if you kept it on the side where the cars was at, could it be down toward that big rock there? There's a big rock right there
Up that way a little
Yeah,
more.
just on the side of the path where people could look at it and see the name and sit on the bench.
That would probably be a better area because it's more further off the roadway there and the parking area. So I think that's definitely something. What we would do, Dave, once we go through and do the motions and, if it gets approved and everything, I'd meet down there with you, myself and John Gillis, who does the benches, to make sure you were comfortable with it.
Okay,
Yeah, before we would just, determine it. That's really not a problem to look at it and just make sure we're on the same page.
oh, okay, great.
That'll be fine. Mhm.
That's great. And I wrote a couple of things to put on the plaque, but how many words can you put on there? I mean,
It's 28 characters per line, up to 4 lines.
20
So I think from what I saw, you're probably pretty good.
my children might want to add something else. I haven't really talked to them about it, you know?
Yeah, I can go over that with you later.
Right. Okay.
It looks pretty good to me. I don't think it would be a problem getting it on the plaque, but I would go over it with you if there was a problem there. That wouldn't be a big deal. Mhm.
Yeah, neither the location of the bench nor what's on the plaque would have to be decided tonight.
Nah, not at all. I'd go over that with you later,
Okay,
just
that's
to
great.
confirm it. Mhm.
Okay, I'm available to go down anytime we have to do it, you know?
Sure, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, sounds
I'll
good.
entertain a motion. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I
Go
said,
ahead.
that's,
I'll make a motion to approve it.
okay.
I second it.
Okay. All right. Any other comments, questions, concerns? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Well,
Great.
congratulations.
Motion passes.
Yeah, thanks.
Well-
Thanks, Brian.
I'll be in touch with you, Dave.
Welcome.
Okay, have a good night.
Okay, thanks a lot now. I'll just sign out, right?
Bye,
Have a
take
good
care.
night.
Bye. You're a nice man.
What?
No, he's a very nice
You
man.
look-
I met him before.
I thought you said you looked mad. I'm like,
No, very nice.
all right.
I think it's kind of nice what he's trying to do by putting a bench close there so people who can't walk can
Right.
have a place to, get from their car and just be able to enjoy it a little bit
I was just
more.
concerned. I didn't want to put it too close to that parking area because,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But up a little bit where the rock is a little deeper off the road. And I think we can get him a good spot without a problem. So,
I think he'll be happy there.
yeah, it should be good. Okay. Ralph, do you want to take it to do the minutes approval, I guess, would be next?
Yeah, we can do that. My minutes, well, actually, my board agenda refuses to open, but that's not a big deal.
Everybody get a chance to look at the minutes from last meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, did look at the minutes. Okay. All right, any question? Can I get a motion for approval of the minutes?
I motion to approve the minutes.
I'll
Okay,
second it.
Oh, wait, I can't. I wasn't
Okay.
there.
I wasn't there either. That's why I couldn't
Never
do
mind.
it.
I
All right,
can't.
I'll
I wasn't
second it.
there.
I'll second it. Okay, all right, did everybody get a chance to even look at them?
I did. I read them.
Oh, I read them, yeah.
All right, any comments, questions, additions?
Whatever happened to the BMX track in Trenton Road Park?
I'm getting on to that. I'm going to get into that in park
Okay.
facilities update. There is an update there. So,
Okay.
Yeah, apparently we have a minimum number of minutes to take up in the meeting and Brian wants to use them all.
oh, stop it. I'll motor through. I'll motor through. Okay, I'll start with that.
Okay.
All right, I guess that's
All right,
me.
all in favor of approval of the minutes? Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay.
Should Jess and
all
I
right,
don't know.
Minutes are through.
All right, park facility updates. I will start with the BMX track in Trenton Road Park. It is not a BMX track. It's a radio-controlled car track behind Di Lorenzo's Pizza in the back of their parking lot. It's not even in the park. So,
That's what I thought.
yeah, so, because I actually went back there, I'll get more into Trenton Road Park shortly. One of our park security officers took a look back there for me, and he's like, I don't think that's a problem. And I went back there, and it's right behind the businesses, where the dumpsters are behind the buildings there. They built a little track. It's not even in the park. And they had little remote control cars they were actually using back there. It's kind of neat, actually. But it wasn't what we thought it was. That's a good thing. But there is issues in Trenton Road Park. We have paintball games going on back there. We have dirt bikes and we have quads, just interrupting the neighbors. We do have an idea from a neighbor where the paintball games might be coming from. And it could be a business along there that we're looking at, or a church might be doing the paintball games on Sundays. That was kind of some intel that we got that we still have to look at. We're kind of checking
Would it
it
be the
out.
new church that was just built?
Yeah, we think it's the new church. Yeah, that's what a neighbor had told us, because she had been back there and apparently she came under fire by the paintball they were playing back there. And the guy was pretty open with her and said they were from the church and they did it after church, as I guess like a bonding thing, whatever. I don't
Shoot
know
each
why.
other with paintballs is a bonding thing.
I guess. I don't know. So what we did, this was a couple weeks ago, one of the park security officers who works, it seemed to happen on Sundays,
Bless
which
you.
makes sense. So he took a look last week. It was raining quite a bit this past I think Sunday, or it was wet. So I don't think there was a lot going on. So it's kind of something we're going to try to see if they're in there and try to tell you. We're working with the police on it too, to get them involved.
Can we send a letter to the local businesses, say, we understand there may be this activity. If this is illegal, we have the police involved. If you see anything, please let us know. And that'll basically say, you're not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, that's kind of that'll be the next step, actually, to do that. We were kind of hoping to just kind of see them and talk to them and say, hey, you got to curtail that. They're being new in the township and everything. But that might be the way to go.
The church may be new, but it doesn't mean the people are.
Right. Exactly. Now the issues with the dirt, I heard the dirt bikes might come from the church too. I'm not sure about that, but there are some kids on 4-wheel quads that are going through there. We think they live in Vermilion Hills. They will.
Yeah, that goes
We
without
see,
saying. I
we
think.
see dirt bikes and quads coming up my road, which is, the
Mhm.
entrance to Trenton Road from my side is up further from me. And I do see dirt bikes and quads come up my
Yeah.
road. So
Brian Dempsey and myself, we walked the park a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago during the week, and we went in off of Stanwood, and that's kind of where the complaints were coming from. And because we had complaints about the paintball and there was drug paraphernalia and trash, we didn't see a lot of that, to be quite honest with you, but we did see some other, remnants, obvious that dirt bikes and quads have been back there. It's pretty obvious. So, we think they're younger kids that live in Vermilion Hills. So it's going to be kind of one of the things the cops are going to just have to catch them one of these times and take them home and, talk to the parents or whatever. So that's kind of where we're at there. It's an ongoing battle, but we're.
Yeah, and it will continue to be as long as it's an undeveloped park.
It will be, correct.
Until such time as it becomes a formal park with facilities and access, we're going to have this.
Yeah, which we talked about doing a path through there. And that might be something we still might do. I was actually talking with Jason from Public Works. There could be a program that we might be eligible for, grant money wise, or through there that we might be able to put a path through there. That would enable our guys to get back there with vehicles to clean up a little easier, be easier for the police to go through, do a tour, and our staff too, our park staff. So, so that might be something. I know we had talked about that before. We don't want to develop that. We love it. The people love the woods behind their homes. It's beautiful back there. It's awesome.
No,
back there.
I don't mean like active recreation.
No, it's
I
still
mean formal
passive.
trails, presentations.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you looking for the police to access? By vehicle, by foot, by bicycle?
Well, that would all be on the table, depending what kind of path we put through there. They could take a vehicle back there. They could do bikes. And I don't know about foot. I didn't want to send my park staff back there by themselves on foot. That's
Not right now.
I don't
No.
suggest that, actually.
no, and they're not going to, even though the police asked us to, but that's not happening.
Well, again,
No.
until it gets developed, until we do something with it,
right.
that's the situation it's going to be.
Yeah, and I feel bad because we have a few neighbors that are really upset. They don't want to live there anymore. It's gotten out of hand, and we're trying our best to work with the police. I know the police did go respond the one day back there, but like you said, it's an ongoing battle, and a lot of these things come in waves too. It's a big thing for a while, then it'll die out, then and it'll pick up again. Depends on the weather and, what's been going on. I think people being in the house and everything's been, especially the kids, might be a little more of that going on.
Well,
So-
Is it the two neighbors on either side of the access off of Stanwood?
The one neighbor, I believe, is one that has called. I think the other one might be down a little bit. I got to remember their address. But there's one neighbor that really called, has called us. And then when Brian went through there last week, she happened to be in there. That's kind of where we got that information from.
Yeah.
About the church and, the kids, they're on the quads and everything. So it's an ongoing battle. And like Ralph said, as long as it's not developed, it's going to be something we're going to deal with from time to time. Our biggest thing is to keep it, as clean as possible back there, that nobody can get hurt. And,
Well, that's hard because there's hardly any access back there. That's the
Right.
problem.
It is. I mean, our guys will get back there to do a cleanup, where we need it, but it's not on the everyday list, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
And it wasn't that bad back there. Brian and I walked pretty much that whole way around the whole perimeter. And there was another phone call I got from a gentleman that said there was a lot of drug paraphernalia and trash. I didn't find that. Not saying there isn't, and some there, but it wasn't. I've seen it worse back there. We did that cleanup there with Comcast 4 or 5 years ago. We were pulling couches out of there. I mean, I didn't see anything like that this time around. So.
I think a lot of the problem is too, is we don't have the high school in, so you don't have those people that use that. I mean, we had
Right.
teachers bringing their kids through the park and
Right.
doing stuff back there, and
Yeah.
that you could do like some of the track and stuff used to go through there, and
Mhm.
so there was stuff that happened during the day that's not happening now. So
Right.
maybe if
Right.
people are just taking more advantage of it, that
Sure. And out of sight, out of mind, and there's not, the negative stuff comes into play, but
yeah,
that's something we're going to keep an eye on. I'll keep everybody updated as we go forward. If I hear anything going forward, Kirby Park playground, the playground is finally open. So I know it was that little, we had some minor things we had to take care of, but it's open now to the public. You probably saw that on Facebook. The new playground is slated to go in next week at Mill Creek Manor on Monday. As of now, they'll be putting that in. We'll be putting a walking path in after that. So all the new playgrounds need an ADA accessible walking path leading into the unit. That unit never had it. That playground never had it. So we're going to be, bringing that up to code and, fixing that with the new playground. So it'll be nice when it's in. The docks are coming out Friday at Quaker Penn. It was going to be Saturday. They moved it up a day. This is a lot of rehashing the stuff from the last meeting. The new walking paths at Community Park are finished over by the boat ramp, between the boat ramp and the skate park, and phase 1 over off the smaller parking lot between that and the bridge. Ralph's probably seen that when he was down there for the shows. I think they were finishing up or close to when they've been down there. That's just to give people more of a walkway. They're not walking the roadway in that area, make it a little safer. Guys did a great job on that. So I'm real excited to getting that done. Von Hoffman, the tot lot, we should be getting those panels this week and finally get that thing done and open. It's been a nightmare getting these panels. Being an older unit, trying to find the right panels has been a nightmare. But I think once we get the panels in, that'll get the crawl tube on it. And I know some people have been a little antsy about the tot lot being closed, but I'm hoping to get that open in the next week or so. Wastewater tank expansion at Community Park. Once we close the Community Park, shut the water off and everything, we're going to put a new wastewater for the bathrooms there, expand the tank. I know we talked about this before, so that the tanks can hold up to the prolonged use that we get in like bigger events, like, like car shows, soccer tournaments, possibly the family festival, stuff like that. Because I don't know if any have been there in the big events, we couldn't keep that bathroom. It just couldn't keep up. I think we kind of tripled or quadrupled the size of it. It's got a 2,500 gallon tank that's got to get put in. So we're going to put that in once soccer's over and everything's shut down. It's easier to do it. And I think the next step is getting a few plumbers out there to give us some quotes to hook it up. That's why I'm waiting on Jason from Public Works to get that hooked up. So hoping to get that done before the end of the year. That was a capital project, something we want to do for a couple of years. So that'll get done. I think, 3 arches. We had some shingles blow off that roof. I know we need a new roof on that building, but we did a temporary measure. We put some metal ridge caps on the ridge up there, which is where a lot of those shingles came off. And that should buy us time through the winter. We're going to go out for a grant after the new year and budget for a new roof there because it needs it badly. We did something in temporary, and we'll get to next year and hopefully get a new roof on that house because it needs it. I think that's all I have for park facility updates. Yep, I think that's all I have. Then we'll go to the monthly report. I think you all had a copy of that. It's not very long. We're going to talk about the 2 contests. We can do that at the end here. The fall photo contest is up and running through the end of the month. Everything is going well there. I don't know if you saw Facebook, we just announced drive-in movies for the holidays. We have 4 of them, 2 weekends leading up to Christmas. We're doing Elf, Polar Express, Home Alone, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We had a lot of
Say that again. Elf, what else?
Polar Express, Home Alone, the original Home Alone, and Christmas Vacation. And tickets are on sale now. He actually put them on today. $30 a carload. They're doing a bunch up at Snipes too. So I don't know, you've probably seen that too. So we're looking forward to it. People seem really excited about it. So that'll give us something to do, going into the winter here. I did talk to Cecilia at the senior center today. Remember, the idea was to do the holiday party there and the tree lighting. Well, that's not going to happen. They're not open yet. I don't see them opening anytime soon. So we're going to go back to what we've done. We'll do the tree lighting at 3 arches. The tree's been ordered. We're just going to do a tree lighting there. Nothing crazy. I don't think we'll even bring Santa in on a fire truck this year. I might just let him get dressed and come out. We gotta keep it small, but we can do that event outside. People can distance. It's not a long event for everybody that's been there. So I talked to Cecilia today, and she was excited about doing it there. And we're going to shoot for that next year. Just wasn't in the cards this year, so we kind of pivoted a little bit there, and we'll have it at 3 arches on the 5th, December 5th. So, and what else do I have here? The Halloween party was held on the 24th. Shelly, thanks for coming, helping out. That was fun. The Halloween party was fun outside. I think Shelly and I were talking, and we might do that outside going forward. I thought it was fun. We did a scavenger hunt with the kids. We had Jungle Joe out there showing them animals. They had an owl. They had some reptiles. They had, what else? They had a armadillo. The kids loved it. Yeah, it was cool. And we did a little costume parade. It was fun. I think the kids had a good time. And we gave them all a pumpkin and a pre-made bag of candy. So that was fun. I enjoyed it. I think we had about 40 kids that came out. So that was great.
Was that Ralph?
I got to unmute first. I said the Halloween party always used to be outside. It was in the pavilion at VFW.
Yeah.
Now that we have our own pavilion, we could do that.
Yeah, we've done it at the senior center. I get the last several years, I guess, because that's what we did. But having it out there, I thought was great. And I think we'll do that.
That pavilion is as much room as you have in the senior center anyway.
You're right. I guess we just did that in case of the weather, I guess. But then, the pavilion there. I mean, if it does rain a little bit, you could still do it. Obviously, if things change, kids feel around each other a little more. If we have to be. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think that's the way to go in the future for that event. So that's where we'll lean. Skateboard instruction program with Skate the Foundry that started yesterday. We have 9 kids signed up for it. It's going really well. It was the first day went really well, and I got a couple more kids might be interested. They can only take up to 12, so we're almost maxed out. And this program started over in Middletown. They do programs in Philly. I think it's great that we have a great facility that we can start offering some structured programs in there for the kids that are just learning. And I anticipate working with them, through the early December, and then bring them back in the spring and the summer and do some more programs, year round. So
If we start doing that, could we have some kind of like, I don't know, so that they can show off the skills that they've been learning?
yeah, we could. Yeah, I could say, hey, because I know what this one's an intro. Like they could probably get into more intermediate, advanced stuff. But they can do kind of like not like a recital. I know what you're saying. Like
Yeah, like some kind of show or something. Yeah.
Like an exposition.
It's a great idea. I'll reach out to Brett. Brett's the founder, the guy I deal with the company. That could be something we can look at, especially maybe in the spring. Like that springtime type of thing. That's what Middletown did when they used our skate park for a fundraiser to raise money for their skate park. We let them use ours for the fundraiser, and they had a bunch of music and different kids doing different tricks and stuff like that. I mean, but we could do something. Yeah, it'd be great to learn from the skills and see what they can show. Yeah, it'd be great. I'll talk to Brett about that down the line. Good idea. So that's all I have right now.
So for the Christmas tree lighting, we're not doing a Christmas children's party. We're just doing a tree lighting, right?
What's the tree lighting? Yeah, the idea this year I was going to combine. I wasn't going to do the breakfast. I was
Yeah,
going
I
to.
know. I remember that. We're going to try to combine things.
Yeah,
So
so I wanted to make the
tree lighting and be
lighting.
done.
I wanted to make the tree lighting a little more special because it seems like this year it can't be because of what's going on. But people would come for the tree lighting and then it's over. It's like an hour. Like we had like the tree lighting. Like I had this year, I had a caricaturist. I had the photo booth lady ready to roll. We were going to do some small snacks, food, Santa. It would have been great. And we'll do it next year. I think it'll make that event a little more, more meaningful. I feel like, hey, I want to go to that tree lighting. So that was the idea. But we'll get to it.
Because there's other people you can go to breakfast with Santa. You can go to the firehouse and have breakfast with Santa. So.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So it was kind of another thing. There's a lot of them around already. So, and I looked at our tree lighting, and we've done some things in the past, but I think utilizing the senior center would be great. If it's colder out. And she was real excited, Cecilia. She really wanted to always have a tree over there, and and have something over there. So I think, we're definitely on the same page there. It's going to happen. This won't be this year, unfortunately, but next year, that'll be the plan.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I have. Oh, we got to go through the contest. I don't know what you want to do. You want to do the scarecrow contest? Everybody will pick the top 3. Everybody saw the scarecrows, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Lainey, who did you have, Lainey? We'll start with you.
I like the crazy mom one for the first one. That looked like there was a lot of work done to that.
Right.
I actually like the office character with the pumpkin head.
That
Dwight.
was funny.
Oh, Dwight, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I liked him, but I'm kind of torn because I liked him, but I also liked the RBG.
Yeah.
You know.
They were all
And then
like
I liked the eye guy. So I'm like kind of like,
So you definitely went with Crazy Mom was your top choice, right?
Yeah, that was my top one. That one had a lot of work into it.
It did have a lot of work into
And
it.
it kind of
Okay.
fits the times too.
Yeah, I think it's
so.
just the sign of the times going
Did
on.
you go to Office be your second one?
Yeah, I would have to go with Dwight and then go with RBG as my third.
Okay. Jesse, what do you got?
I agree with the mom office thing with that Lainey had said, with all that work that went into it.
Crazy Mom.
And then and then I like the RGB.
Okay.
And then that one, the third one.
Oh, the little Elfie.
The
COVID one.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Colleen, who'd you like?
I liked the mom one for the top one.
Okay.
I liked RBG for the second one. And I like the one that we just, the COVID one with the toilet paper and yeah, I thought that was a good one.
All right, Shelley. who you
Yeah.
got?
I like the mom one for my first one too. And then yeah, RBG, I think, and then Dwight.
Gotta love Dwight.
Yeah.
He's the best. All right, Ralph, what do you got?
Well, it's unanimous for the mom for the first. But then I like the COVID elf
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then RBG.
Okay. All right. Well, Crazy Mom's a unanimous winner. So we got to go with the second place here. All right. So we got
Higher math skills.
RBG. RBG has the most second place votes.
Okay.
And third place, I think it would be the COVID one. Yeah.
I think COVID would be perfect.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
They're all
Because all
good,
three
though.
of them are like
They're
things
all
that
good.
happened
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
This is,
Current events.
I think this year is probably the best one. I don't know. I thought they were all kind of cool. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I think more thought went into these. Like they weren't like just
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they tried
Yeah.
harder with
Well, they
coming
did.
up with unique.
They did like the current events with, Ruth Bader
Yeah.
Ginsburg. That was kind of cool. That was neat. The Office is always a funny one. That was kind of neat. Yeah, but they all put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, I thought this year was probably the best one. Yeah. Okay. Easy enough. I got that. They'll all get a gift card. I don't know if they'll be when we ever have a board meeting, a board of supervisors meeting. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I can always I'll reach out on that. Okay. All right. So now to the Halloween house. I know everybody didn't get a chance to see them. So I can tell you with the nominations that I got, 8 Nottingham Place was nominated 5 or 6 times in Fallsington. That came through me, and then 25 Sherwood was also nominated through us, and then Ralph had some suggestions, I think, last week. So
Sherwood is on one of the I don't know if you saw like the 7 Bucks County routes.
Yeah.
It's on the Fairless Hills one of that one.
yeah,
I think Nottingham was on one of them too.
yeah, I know Winding Way's on it.
Yeah,
I've seen
Winding Way
that-
is definitely
I've seen
on
that
it.
before. So I know Ralph took a look at it. Shelley, you looked at them, right?
You know what I did,
Remember?
but we did like 4 of the routes, and we did like 4 of the routes on the 7 Bucks County routes, and I really probably should have been taking notes because now I'm like, I don't know which is which. Ralph had texted me like some descriptions, and so I'm like, I probably should have taken notes.
That's all right.
I did look at them all, but I was like,
Yeah.
now I've seen so many that I don't know what's what.
Now, Ralph, you saw them all. What do you think?
Well, I liked Sherwood Drive the best.
Which one?
Sherwood Drive.
Sherwood.
Oh,
It was, I mean, they had, 6 different animated units with,
Cool.
with scripts and music to it. And it was a coherent theme throughout.
mm-hmm.
Nottingham had a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most of it was static. There were a couple things that were supposed to move, but I didn't see them move when I was there. So I just have to take their word for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did have some neat things. They had skeletons all over the
Cool.
pole.
Yeah.
I would think, we could keep it just the 2 of them if you want. I mean, there's no thing where it's got to be first, second, and third. They were
Okay.
nominated. We could just keep it like
Yeah,
that. I mean, I'm not going to even say there's a winner. It's just like, hey, you both had great houses. We're
Are
happy.
we only doing 2?
If you want to keep it consistent, I know not everybody got a chance to look at them. So, but I know these were actually nominated. I was hoping to get more from the
They were
general.
officially nominated by others.
Correct. So, I'm thinking we could just go that route. And they were very popular with people, obviously, nominating them. So basically, they were getting an award for being nominated.
Mhm.
And the fact that you both like Sherwood is actually a nice boon too, on top of it. So we can just go that route if you're all comfortable with that.
I mean,
Me.
I'll go, like you said, since only a couple of us got to see them, there's not really the ability to vote. And it's this shouldn't be based on just one or two persons' opinions.
And I'm fine with that. I think a lot of work went into those two.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely put
Great.
You know,
time into them.
I like the one Winding Way for similar reasons that I liked Sherwood, but
Right.
it was a
Yeah.
smaller display, and no,
Yeah.
it wasn't I nominated it, but that was just because
We were looking for some
I
more.
see it every night.
Yeah, right,
I go
right.
for a walk.
right.
Walk
Just to
by
give
it.
us some options, yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, great. I'll handle it that way. There's really not a first. I'm just going to say it's an equal deal. When I say, hey, we loved your houses, and we'll just go from there. So, all right, that sounds
All
good.
right, Paul, you're running it.
Sounds good. That's all I have. I think that was it. Yep. Okay.
Nothing else? All right, any board comment?
The photo contest, are you gonna email those pictures out to us so we can look at them in our own time, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we still have a few weeks. It's till the end of November. Obviously it's easier when we were together doing them. I just pull them
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I'll have to talk to John about that, and that might be the way we have to go, which would give you all time to look at it at your own leisure too, because I know we kind of that's a lot anyway at the meeting. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, and the deadline, it ends on the 30th, and then our meeting is only 2 days later.
Right there, yeah. So, we might have to, even if it's delayed a
Oh,
little.
1 day later, it's the next day.
1 day later, yeah.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah, well, we've always done it in December. Doesn't necessarily mean we have to do it in December. We could do it in the January meeting. It's not, it's not set in stone. So, if we get a little pushback there, we could.
Realistically speaking, if our meeting is the day after everything's due,
That's too many.
we're just gonna say, no, this is 2020, man. It ain't happening now.
Exactly. Do in January. Plus that'll give me time to get with John and come up with something, and maybe by chance we can meet in person after the new year. That might be great. Never know.
Thinking.
Unless you have a way to do mass vaccination between now and January 30 or January 1st, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
Nope.
if there's a way for us to be able to access a cloud-based storage unit,
I'll talk to John about it. That might be the way.
Something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll come up with something. That'll give us time to get something together anyway. So yeah, that's
Great.
We'll come up with something. Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
It's good.
What time is the tree lighting on the 5th?
It will be the tree lighting's at 6. Typically, Santa should be there about 1:15. It's like a 5:30 to 6:30 type of thing. Really, it's not a long thing. Obviously it's really limited this year. I don't know. I don't think I'm not doing the choir this year. I might just do some Christmas music, play, something like that. It's going to be more low key than than usual. So I wish it wasn't, but yeah, it is what it is.
Here.
So that's it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second it.
Okay. Motion is seconded.
Well, everybody have a happy
Objections?
Thanksgiving.
Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving,
All in
everybody.
Happy
favor, obviously,
All
aye. Okay.
right,
Thank you very
bye.
much.
Bye.
Good evening.
Good
Bye.
night.
Take care.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.